What is up, everybody? About to do the House of the Dragon watch along here. I'm gonna go solo. My partner, he had to do a couple of things. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get this set up. The recap just came on, and this is like the dumbest part right here. How you not go try to go, hey, go get on the dragon. Let's go. Spoils that whole like thing that happened at the end. Let's get it started. I'm actually really super interested in this episode because I think the first episode was pretty good. Next two episodes had some things thrown in there I didn't understand. Stupidity with Daemon there that I was just talking about. A couple of little items there that I was just like not that happy with. So I like was bringing down my score. That was done with the same writer in those last two episodes. So hopefully, like a new writer in this episode makes it a little better and starts raising it. It's fun. And yes, when it comes to Game of Thrones so far, like I will watch the intro. All right. Ryan Carnell and George R. R. Martin. George R. R. Martin got pissed. I don't think he had crap to do with this season. Bunny rabbit. Get that wood in there, peasants. So this is what ever seen what the High Towers did to a mom or whatever. Mm. Oh, it's about. Man, we don't have to see that naked ass. Oh, I'm proud. Come on. Probably not. Yeah, appreciate you. Oh snap! I brought up the viewership by 100%. Appreciate you, big dog. It's all good. Kind of interesting what's going to happen here. What do you think? What's going to be the big thing, man? If you're still in the chat, what do you think is going to actually be the big thing in this episode? Actually, actually smart move by him by doing. Usually hear one with boy Greg, but he's taking. He's got some stuff going. Could be here. Don't think that happened in the books, but she's giving him an opportunity to stay at the. Yeah, nobody needs them stupid ass rocks. My man says something with the high tower. Because of course something's going to happen with the high tower. Hand ain't there because your ass embarrassed his ass last week. That's another thing I really didn't like it because it wasn't part of their story. But Ormund Hightower. So, and I'm not gonna like if they do what someone certain thing is put Allison on that like small kids. Find out. Sensitivity to odors. Are they going to drop like a stink bomb on his ass? Yep. Okay, so this is interesting. I don't know if I hate this little bit of a change here or not. We'll find out. Bro, is some dude trying to go out there and take a shit? What are you doing? And you still in the chat of as you, what do you, I mean, what do you think about some of these changes, man? Are you like happy with the show so far or not? Oh, is that supposed to be his dead ass dragon? Maybe he comes along. Technically in the story, I don't think the dragon's dead yet. Wow. Bro, look at this guy. So that's just two touches. All right. Y'all, don't cause some trouble up in this piece now. Okay, that's interesting. So they're going to say he's still alive or no? This old Christian Cole over here. Finally. Had to wait like 2 years. And now until halfway through the season before even. Maybe there's more to it than him just riding with this guy. One thing you can never complain about when it comes to the Game of Thrones and the HBO, they make things look good. Hell yeah, we are. Damn. So they just now finding that out. Oh, you didn't know? Interesting. Probably gonna get his ass kicked. Oh, Valyria. Would be cool to get some stories about the Great Valyria. Valyria. To somebody, somebody suggest the cats. Bro just keeps going into damn dragons. The tractor spotter. Holy, I just skimmed through it and I have some points I so don't agree with. I mean, hey, put them up there, bro. We're just watching the episode right now. Well, I'll be doing my review after the episodes, after I get through watching the episode. I'm gonna watch the episode anyway, so just jumping on here. But yeah, see some of those points because there are a couple of points I don't totally agree with that they've changed. Then there's also a couple of points that I kind of sort of do like agree with, or at least I'm interested in playing out, see how good they did it. I will say, so far this episode's a little bit of build up here, but I also don't see any of the dumb stuff I saw in like a couple of the last episodes. So like to me, the writing may be a little better here. But man, they laugh at it. It's interesting how much he's going to take, like having to do these things, like the latrines and everything else, and then like what goods does he inspect? You know, at least he got one good punch in. He's got a point. Bro, got a love one down there. I ain't gonna start watching. I'm just going back to the bar. How the hell they catch him? Let's see what he's in there. That was a good move by him to keep the town kind of like more loyal. It's a good move by him. Smart one. Yeah, we haven't seen Daemon. There he is. Yeah, Bossy, that goal pretty damn quick. I don't know who else to get. Okay, what is he acting over here for? Maybe a sheep stealer. Yeah, you wouldn't know. You shit. You got your damn. Oh, one thing they have been doing good is and great is the dragons. Bro, who the hell is this motherfucker? Bro, I'm different. A lot of political intrigue and setting up. Not bad. So damn, dude. See, his friends got him in trouble. Got to go out there asking for favors. Saying that, just look like maybe he could possibly still be going to the taverns. On your knees. Oh, damn. Gonna make him kiss the feet, bro. Is he gonna do it? He gonna kiss that foot? Huh? Damn, son. Damn. I believe it. Oh, damn. He killed that little sheep there. He was considering tax. Bro, he burnt down that motherfucker. Look, the hell she doing in the background? Oh, I'm gonna assume that's from her ancestral level brother. I guess they're all ancestral. Who did this shit? You did this shit. Yep, causing chaos over there at King's Landing, and the home dudes over there trying to be like kind and everything over here. So it's going to be one of those things where, okay. All right, now this little kid's a killer. Bro, you're a dragon. Little as you ain't begin this shit. Interesting into the episode. I'm gonna have to say, like, well, right. Let's don't waste any time. I'm having to do this on my own tonight because my boy Greg he could not be here tonight. So let's just go ahead and jump into this thing. Let's get 1 second. I am going to go this right after the episode here. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break and I will be right back. All right, let's get this review knocked out. Like I said, I am on my own tonight. Greg will be back with us next week. He has some things he had to do tonight, unfortunately. So here we are talking about House of the Dragon, season 3, episode 4. And it's hard to believe like we're already like halfway through because I think there's only like 8 episodes this season, which they are like an hour long. So you can get some pretty good like amounts of story put through. All right, so I was interested in this episode because of the simple fact that like the first episode I enjoyed, I thought was done pretty good. The next 2 episodes, not like super terrible. I wasn't like, oh man, it's complete trash garbage, but they had like random things put in. Like we talked about it last week. Like they brought the period thing in. They ended up bringing that one guy like ends up like assaulting like one of the characters, Allison, for like no reason. Like that ended up like being the dumbest move ever. So I thought that was pretty stupid. So and Daemon last week, like not just taking the one guy that was supposed to be his like nephew or whatever and saying, "Hey, go get on your dragon and let's go." He left the dragon there. Like that's just an idiot move by one of my favorite characters that are in the thing. So when it comes down to it, is like the last 2 episodes, started making my score go down a little bit because they were throwing those things in there that was just stupidity. Like you're making one of a lot of people's favorite characters, like Daemon, like be really stupid in those episodes. So I was interested in this episode that we had tonight because I was like, okay, different writers, they're all not the same. So let's look into this. Maybe the show gets on a roll and starts going. The one thing I will say is that this episode, although I did not dislike it at all, there really wasn't any like super dumb things in there. I don't like what's happening with Sheepstealer and how they're changing that. Like, she did like one of the dumbest things ever. She should be punished for that greatly. So, you know, Daemon's daughter, she shouldn't be able to get away with it this season. And I think she's getting away with it too easy. Now that might change because like something may happen and then she might get her just desserts because I think what she did was like super stupid, super dumb, and she should have to pay for it in some way. She's kind of exiling herself right now, so let's see how that happens. Let's see like if she stays that way and what's going to go on with that. Really do think we got the stuff going down in crap. What's the name of that town? It starts with a T, like Tumbleton or whatever. Yeah, Tumbleton. So we have the stuff going down in Tumbleton. We have the High Towers over there. And I think that guy did a really smart thing because like in front of everybody, he was like real, he was like, nah, man, you're getting punished, punk. Because like you did that thing, you know, the bad thing that the people were complaining about, which kind of like makes him look good to the people in the town because they're having to like basically hiding in that town because, you know, they have to have somewhere to be so that they can try to like get away from the dragons or whatnot. And maybe hopefully like Rhaenyra won't just burn down the whole town and everything else. So I thought that was a smart move. Well, on the flip side, you got Rhaenyra over here. She's setting up her small council piece by piece. She's getting some things in order, some things I still don't think she has a grasp of yet. But then, like, she's doing things like, oh, there's markings out there on the town, and she's letting that affect her too much. She's like ruling with too much emotion here. Like, oh, so you're talking trash about me. I'm going to go out there and send my goons. And I don't think that's super good. I don't think that's really good as far as like her decision making of doing that, because now you're going to have the small folk get pissed off at you. She's even entertaining possibly doing something to the faith, which could then turn around and like even ambush her even more with stuff going on. Because like, you know, you mess with those people, you mess with the common folk, they're going to turn on you. Now you even have more things to have to worry about. She's trying to do good by them, but some of her decisions is not good and not going to be very fruitful, I don't think. Daemon, at least in this episode, I thought was a little bit better. He's trying to like help his daughter out, which is fine. I thought that's what they probably was going to happen with Sheepstealer and stuff like that. Although while that's happening, I don't really care too much for the fact that like she might be getting away with a little. She might be getting away too easy because of that. But then like, you know, he burns like the little dude with the sheep, which is kind of convenient, but whatever. The guy with the sheep down there, he like burns his ass and then like takes his head over there and says, oh yeah, I killed who was riding Sheepstealer and everything else. We know the Lady of Whispers over here. She ain't believing that shit. Rhaenyra, I think, is like maybe believing it. Like, I don't think she totally distrusts Daemon. This is him lying to her, by the way, so it's probably going to cause some strife there because she's going to find out the Sheepstealer's out there with a writer and everything else. It's probably going to cause some more conflict between them. Daemon's really trying to do good by her. If I'm not, to be honest with you, I don't think he's like really trying to do anything bad against Rhaenyra. But you had those things. But I will say something about this particular episode is there are some things to talk about with the setup, but there's a lot of setup in this episode. There's not like a crap ton of like action in this episode, obviously, and stuff like that. You had a couple of moments. You had that moment where, you know, big bad Osmond, I think it is, over there at the High Towers at Tumbleton, and was like, hey, he did that good thing, it looked like, but then he turned around and had that dude recaptured and then made the young Targaryen stab him right in the freaking belly right there, and then the dragon set him on fire. You know, that was kind of cool. And it was kind of, you know, not really edge on your seat, but it was like a little drama there going on. Corlys leaving, like, I ain't taking that disrespect. My ass is going to go out here and do some like battles and stuff like that because I don't want to be around this area with all this crap going on. I think that's deserved. He probably should even do it even more when it comes to that. But yeah, his ass got out of Dodge. We did get to see a little bit more of Christian Cole. He's trying to do his own game plan now because obviously he don't have the dragon help. They don't know what the hell to do. They already know they lost King's Landing and Rhaenyra's already over there. So we'll see, hopefully by next episode, like what he's actually going to be doing. Maybe his little skirmishes and battles there. What is Rhaenyra going to actually do to Tumbleton and that area over there is going to be pretty interesting to see on the next episode. But I did think that this episode was written a little better. I did think that like characters did some things that was probably better for their characters in the long run. Not as far as like making smart decisions, but some like dumb decisions that are just so stupid that needs to be called out, like the Daemon thing last week. This week, I didn't think anybody did really things like super stupid that they probably wouldn't do. Like I could see Rhaenyra being butthurt because people are putting on the walls Queen of the Bastards, and I could see her, doing what she told the Gold Cloaks to do, is go out there and start finding people that did it and shit. Problem is, the Gold Cloaks ain't going to do this traditionally. They're not going to go out there and actually find, like, how the hell are you going to find out who painted the wall situation going on? And then, like, her making this decision, there's going to be some innocent people that obviously get hurt, killed, or whatever because of it. And the Gold Cloaks are just going to do it to say, hey, we took care of the problem kind of situation. And they're really not, because, like I said, how are you even going to know who's going to put that stuff on the wall? And there are some things, like I think Alicent and them, they're being too friendly to each other, bro. Your whole family got in chaos, and like half her kids got killed, like, and it was because them two kind of making these mistakes and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know, man. I'm not liking the fact that they're like almost buddy. It's like, I almost have a feeling they're probably gonna Rhaenyra's probably gonna put her on her small council or something, doing some kind of job. And it's like, bro, what the are we doing this for real? Like, she's part of the, if not all the reason, she's a big part of the reason why your kids are dead. And a lot of these bad things that have happened to your family now is like happened and all that. So I'm gonna be interested, I guess, in seeing like how far they go with that. Like how they're too friendly to each other. She throws out the thing about Osmond and the like smell. I'm going to be interested to see how they use that. That's obviously foreshadowing something that she's going to probably use from talking to Alicent and be like, hey, he's got sensitivity to smell, like, so it'll mess him up if we, I don't know what they're going to do. Throw some kind of stink bomb or something in the town. I don't know. So we'll go from there and see what happens. But yeah, there's some things in here that's obviously changed from the small story. There's things that maybe they could do. Like, my biggest problem was the writing of those last two episodes, and I think that got a little better here. But also the problem is, I see some people probably, they might bash this episode because they didn't get a shit ton. You got some dragons flying around. Maybe that makes people happy, but there wasn't a crap ton. The story is still Rhaenyra trying to get everything together at the castle at King's Landing. And then you got a little bit of stuff going on at the Tumbleton place and finding out what's going to happen there. But it wasn't like big. Nothing big happened in this episode, like either to like raise you up or bring you down or any of that kind of stuff. So, but that is about it. Normally our reviews last a little longer because it's me and Greg giving both our points. But it's just me tonight. I am right now, this episode, although I thought was like better written, it really didn't move the needle that much. So I'm kind of like at the B- section still, getting close to that C. I think Greg, he was closer to the A mark. I wonder what he thought about this episode, and we'll talk about that a little bit next week when we get back together. But yeah, man, like it's not a terrible show. I don't think it's like burned the bridge yet. I'm not at the like, oh, I'm not really interested or I'm gonna stop watching kind of situation. It hasn't gotten that bad for me yet. But it's definitely like lower than the first two seasons. The first two seasons I enjoyed even the second season. Some people hated it because it didn't end on a big thing, but I understood with the strike and everything going on that why it didn't end big. And I still enjoyed some of the story elements and stuff they were doing there in season 2. This one, I'm kind of finding my footing on. I don't know. Maybe my score goes up according on to these last 4 episodes. Maybe it goes down. We'll see it. But like I said, I'm at a B- right now. Hey guys, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for watching the reaction, because I do like a live reaction and then I jump into this review. And thank you for those who watched the review, because we'll separate that out as well during the week. And just appreciate you guys. Please like, subscribe, do the thing. We got the Patreon, we got Ko-Fi, we got all this stuff going on. And you also can join the Discord, where we talk about things and hang out most of the time there in the Discord. But yeah, guys, thank you. Till next time. Peace.